The gift-giving season is fast approaching, and I am lucky enough to work with a lot of different brands, and I get to try out a ton of different gear. And in today's video, I'm gonna run through 10 items that I think would make for an epic gift for the hunter in your family. The first item, this is my favorite way to digiscope. This is from Epoch Outdoors. It's called the Mountain Mag. The way the Mountain Mag works is you've got MagSafe on all of your phones. Basically anything that's an iPhone 12 or newer has got MagSafe built in. If you got an Android device, you can just get a case that's got MagSafe. But this little ring here is a ring of magnets, and it corresponds with this ring of magnets. And you slap it on, and the Mountain Mag is really cool because it allows you to switch between the 1x lens as well as, in this case, my 5x zoom lens. And then I could mount it onto whatever optic I'm using. The other beauty is, say I want to just like film with my like wide angle lens, or I just don't want to have this case on, I can just pull it off and I'm filming or taking photos with my phone. But right now I've got it lined up with the 1x lens, and then I've got a corresponding eyepiece here on, in this case, my binos. They also make an eyepiece for your spotting scope. But this is literally just going to slap on, and then I'm filming. And again, if I want to film with my zoom lens, I'm just going to twist this guy over and line up the magnets, and boom, I'm filming. Mountain Mag from Epoch Outdoors. Really stoked on this way to digiscope. And if you want to get this gift, code Drake will save you 10% at checkout. Next item, this is the best headlamp of all time, in my opinion. This is the Peax Backcountry Duo. It's 1,000 lumens on the bright end. It's got both a white and a red mode in this black one, and then they also make a green one that's got a white and a green. Same thing, 1,000 lumens on the bright end, but it's got a green strap instead of a black strap. A couple things I really love about these headlamps. Again, 1,000 lumens on the bright end. It's got both a white and a red mode in this black version, and they're crazy, crazy bright on the red mode. So most red headlights have got like, it's either like 5 or even 10 lumens max on the red mode. It's like, it's hardly even enough to see in the dark. But these guys, when you're fully bright, 1,000 lumens on the bright end, crazy, crazy bright. But this headlamp, it rotates a full 180 degrees in the housing. So that's really nice, because if you put the headlamp on right side up or upside down, you know, even if you have it on upside down, the headlamp is still going to be able to rotate down and shine down below you. That's one of my biggest pet peeves with headlamps, is if you put them on upside down, most headlamps, other than this one, you're stuck to either pointing forward or pointing up, so you can't point it down. The headlamp does remove from the strap, so you can have it as a handheld if you want. It is USB-C rechargeable. You just unscrew this guy. There's a little USB-C port right there. It uses an 18650 rechargeable battery. These batteries, they're really high output. They last a really long time. I've done many like winter hunts using this headlamp, 10 plus days, never had to recharge. I do always carry a spare battery with me just in case, but again, never had to recharge. To use this guy, it's really easy. So one tap to turn on, one tap to turn off, and then if you turn it on and then just start clicking, it'll rotate through the different settings. And then so it's like, all right, say I want to leave it on the red mode. If I turn it off now, and then if I turn it back on, it will stay on the red mode. So super handy. The other thing that's nice is this side here, right now it's green. That means it's got full power. When it gets down to, I think, below like 25%, this light will turn red, which is just an indicator that it's like, hey, time to recharge. And the third item, these are Riven elk diaphragm calls. They come in a combo pack of 3. This is the Cosmic series, and very affordable. I did a ton of elk calling this year. Called in actually quite a few elk. Didn't end up killing an elk, but made some pretty good elk noises. So I've got a single reed, and then I've got a double reed here. I mainly bugle with this guy, and with the single reed, I mainly do cow calls. Riven elk reeds. Next item, this is my favorite standing height tripod. This is from Peak 44. This is Weatherby's carbon fiber like sister company. This tripod weighs just under 3 pounds. It is standing height, and a couple features I really dig about it. The center column, obviously it extends up, but this little centerpiece here, it's kind of this gold color thing. it pivots right here. So if you are glassing and say your tripod isn't quite perfectly level, but you want to get level for glassing or taking photos, you can loosen this screw, get it to where it's going to be level for you, then you can lock it in. So this center pivoting piece is really nice for that. I primarily use Peax trekking poles, but say you forget your trekking poles or you just don't have trekking poles, the legs on this guy, 2 of the legs actually screw off. And now you've got a grip, and you've got a 3-section piece that extends, so you can actually use this guy as a trekking pole, which is super slick. The fluid head is super smooth. It's also Arca Swiss compatible, so anything with an Arca Swiss base plate can mount onto here. If you have an Arca base plate on your rifle, you can also attach that right onto the head here to be able to shoot off your tripod to have a really sturdy shooting position. Peak 44 has got a couple other cool accessories, gun things, including a Arca pick base plate that you can put on the bottom of your rifle to allow you to attach to various tripods or bipods. They also have a whole line of stocks, like super lightweight, like ultra lightweight stocks that you can put on your rifles. I put one on of my old Tikas, and I think it saves like 8 ounces total. And if you want to try anything from Peak 44, discount code DRAKE, D-R-A-K-E, will save you 10%. Next item is a Montana Knife Company knife. This specific one is the Elkhorn Skinner. I've got a whole slew of MKC knives, but what I really dig about the Elkhorn Skinner, it's a little bit bigger in the hand, and it's got a really nice, what they call belly on it. It's like a big curvature. And when I'm cutting up critters or skinning like bigger game, like elk especially, you can just get these really long sweeping cuts with a little bit bigger blade. MKC does make much smaller, even a little bit lighter options, something like the Mini Speed Goat. That's going to be like the tiniest, littlest knife in your pack ever. But I find the efficiency of something a little bit bigger, like the Elkhorn Skinner, to be pretty good. Next item, I get asked, what is this jacket that I'm wearing? All the time. This is from Sitka. This is the Sitka Berber Bluff jacket. It's got a Berber fleece outer, so it's like super quiet, super comfy, and then it's actually got windstopper in it as well. I have hunted in this piece quite a lot, but it's really not a hunting piece, it's more just like a casual piece. Next item, this is from Peax, and during the early season, or really any time I'm going up to Canada, especially, and it's gonna be like super rainy, I always bring this guy inside the stuff sack. This is Peax new 8.5 by 10 foot tarp. It only weighs 17 ounces. Peax also just launched a bunch of dry bags, stuff sacks, compression sacks as well. You can check those out. But the tarp specifically, I really love having a tarp, again, in those rainy environments as well as early season. It just is like the ultimate lightweight camping setup. This tarp comes with 4 guy lines attached. The guy lines also have loops built into them, so it's like really easy to stake them down. Peax makes a bunch of rad hunting products, and if you want to try out anything from them, discount code DRAKE will save you 10%. And the next item, this is from Sitka. These are Sitka's Riser Active Shorts. They come in both this kind of green camo color as well as straight black. Wicked comfy shorts. I wear these all the time when I'm hiking around in the summer or even just like hanging around in the house, doing any workouts. Really, really comfortable pair of shorts. And the next item, this is a Montana Knife Company cutting board. This is hardwood, made in the USA. This thing is like super burly. It's got a juice groove. It's got rubber feet. My wife and I do a ton of just like food prep and cutting on this guy, and it is a pretty great addition to the kitchen. In the 10th holiday gift idea, this is my favorite pack. I've been using it for about a year now. This is the XO K4 pack. They've got a bunch of different bags that can mount onto this. This specific one, which I think is the most versatile, is the K4 5000 pack. It's just super comfy, super versatile. It does have a load shelf, so if you kill something, you can throw all the meat, head and hide in the load shelf and not get your bag dirty. But I really dig the kind of the layout of the pack. It's got a nice lid, and this 5000 has got a big U-shaped zipper in the middle, which allows you to access the entire main bag here. They've got a zippered stretch pocket on the outside here. They've got 2 side pockets. And then on the inside, there's a water bottle pocket. One thing I did add on the side here, this is a insulated Nalgene holder from XO. And you just like, as you're walking, you can just like reach back, grab your Nalgene, take a swig, drop it back in. It just slides in and out really, really nice. One of my biggest pet peeves in hunting is squeaky backpacks or squeaky gear, pant legs rubbing together. Just like unnatural human noises drive me absolutely insane. Steve Speck and the crew at EXO, when they built this pack, they're like, we want to make a backpack that does not squeak, period. I've used a lot of backpacks in my day, and almost all of them after, 6 months, they all start to squeak. And like squeak so bad that when you're walking, it's just like, ree, 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 ree. I was recently on a hunt with my wife, actually, who now owns one of these because her pack was so squeaky. I could hear her squeaking from 70 yards away as she was walking to me. I just got ahead of her, and then I started ranging her. I was like, when can I hear the squeak? I was like, unreal. 70 yards, I can hear her pack squeaking. I was like, yeah, animals are going to hear that. Like, we're never going to have an opportunity. So she has got an EXO K4 5000 as well now, and we're both pretty stoked on that. So that was 10 items that I think would make for epic gift ideas for the hunter and your family. And again, because of my line of work, I get to test and use a lot of these products. So really anything I talk about in these videos, like I truly have gotten to test and use a ton. If you want to make the gift buying just a little bit easier, for most of these products, if you use discount code DRAKE, D-R-A-K-E, you will save 10%.